take it away. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thanks, Wim. Can everybody hear me all right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Beauty. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, I can't share my screen yet. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, thumbs up.
Yep, fine.
Beautiful. Okay. So sorry, my computer just logged out as Wim was starting to introduce me, so I missed that beautiful introduction. Sorry, but as Wim sort of introduced me, my name's Lincoln Roper. So I suppose a little bit about me is that I hail from Canterbury. I was lucky enough to grow up in a small township at that time, which was Lincoln. And then obviously I've been lucky enough to attend Lincoln University as well as part of my studies. I suppose, you know, throughout my time at university, I tried to get as much exposure to sort of primary production systems across the world as I would see it, but nothing in the Northern Hemisphere as yet. But I feel very fortunate to have seen things in the likes of Western Australia and then right across to the Chatham Islands. And it's definitely sort of changed my perspective on not only sustainability, but how sort of sustainability is wrapped around, you know, the societal impacts that it has and sort of primary production and food production and how important that is throughout that whole, you know, sphere of things. So I guess the main reason I'm here, which I'm very fortunate to be involved in, is my family's business, Roper and Son. So we're actually celebrating our 30th birthday this year. So I'm very fortunate to be involved in that. So I guess it's a really good time for us to reflect on, you know, where we've come from and where we're going, especially with me being a second generation grower. And I suppose my father, because he won't see this, I can talk about him a little bit. He, you know, he spent a couple of years, you know, working 18-hour days, 20-hour days, just to establish what we've got today. And I feel very fortunate for what we have. And sustainability is a huge part of that. And you know, sustainability in terms of being able to sustain a family business that sort of has a wider impact on the environment is absolutely critical to me as a person. So I guess today, you know, we've built out from a first generation grower. Dad started with a couple of hectares and he worked at another farm and he worked for himself in evenings. And then, you know, you expand that to today where we're farming up to 200 hectares and we're lucky enough to have reach right down the value chain to supermarkets and stuff like that. We grow a range of crops, including, you know, small seeds, cereal production. We're lucky enough to grow vegetables such as beetroot, pumpkin, and obviously our specialty is red onions, and that's what Dad's built us and our family around. This is just a photo of myself, my father, and my younger brother. So obviously, intergenerationally, it's very important for us as a family to be doing the right thing, not just talking about it, but also, you know, influencing it and doing it on the ground. So I guess our whole philosophy, and I didn't want to talk about facts and stuff like that. I just wanted to talk about us as a family, how we're doing things differently to probably a bigger farm or a bigger business, is that our whole philosophy, and Dad sort of passed it down to us, is that, you know, you'd have to start sowing the seeds as such. Sorry for the pun, but today, and it starts today. You know, you start working today and the payoff will be in the future, and you're not going to see it straight away. Sometimes you will, but sometimes you probably won't. So that's probably been passed down to us. I guess there's a couple of sustainability initiatives that both we as a family and I as a person see being absolutely critical to us going forward. Important from my perspective is waste utilisation. So I've just finished an internship in Blenheim working with a seafood company around waste. It's been quite interesting to learn about how important that kind of is going forward, you know, diverting it from landfill or wherever it goes to something that might be a value capture or something that, you know, is going to have a greater impact environmentally. Energy is an important one for us. You know, none of our initiatives are going to be able to be influenced if they don't have clean green energy. And one of the things that we've been in sort of consultation with is with Wim, along with Wim and his initiatives at university, working around, you know, how can we as a business, you know, partner with the Lincoln University Energy Farm and how we can be a part of that story. It's obviously going to transform and go many places. And then probably one that's really been influenced since I've sort of started stepping into the business more was around precision agriculture and using technology. It's sort of been in the last 5 years that we've really taken on significant investment in that area, to be more efficient, like using less diesel, for example, or less passes in the paddock. It's important not only financially, but if you don't need to be doing something, you shouldn't be doing it. As a business, that's very important to us, and as a family, I mean, being more efficient at doing stuff is absolutely critical. There's a lot of stuff that we do on farm that we actually can't tell the story around because we're not well enough resourced, and I think that's a critical area that I would want to personally be involved in. Is how do we sell those stories better? People need to be resourced to do that. So yeah, definitely a high level run through of what we're about, but looking forward to the questions and those sort of things. But one of the major things is, we've already started that journey right here, right now. We're starting to make some partnerships. I encourage you to reach out to me. I'm always up for a conversation or a coffee or just to catch up to talk about this stuff. I'm going to be a next generation grower, so the more people and sort of initiatives that I see, the better I'm prepared to do something on the ground one day. So yeah, thank you for your time.